Ever tried chasing waves before? You want to try? Well, come on, no time like the present. I'll help you find the closest beach. Woohoo!
All right.
It's Eva. We're finally meeting him.
Huh? Why are all these people gathered around? Did something happen?
This is what we've been waiting for.
Let's go take a look.
But yeah, I'll
How's
play
it
this
looking, Doc?
event quest
Is there any hope for him?
and then I'll do some world quests. That's the plan.
Chill, bro. I'm thinking.
Oh, I kinda like his voice.
This dude's Milray, right? What a little champ. Barely made a noise, despite all the pain he must be in. Did he fight in the war?
Poor little dude.
That's right. We'd never normally send such a young Tepetlosaur into battle, but we couldn't stop him. Developed a real knack for sneaking past us and running off to the front line to fight the Abyss. He's a smart one, that's for sure. Might not be the strongest, but he ran rings around those abyssal monsters. We even awarded him a Warrior's Medal after the war ended. But then he took a turn for the worse a few days ago. He's been having fainting spells ever since.
Poor little guy. Already a battle-worn veteran, yet still so young.
I so like the way Eva looks, but you know, of course he's a 4-star.
Hey, Kachina, what's going on here?
Traveler, Paimon! Long time no see. So basically, there's this young Tepetlosaur in our tribe called Milray. We're not sure what's wrong with him, but he's been getting weaker and weaker by the day. Eva's taking a look at him.
Eva.
Nyan, who he grew up with, is here too. We're all really worried about him.
Like, Kachina is really cute. I wish I liked her kit more.
When my daughter got lost in the mountains, it was Milray who helped bring her back.
To think that he made it through the war, but now that peace has finally come.
Steady there, bro. We'll find a way.
And you're... We have met him before. We have met him before. In the quest. Right? We met him in the quest, I remember.
Ah, you're that Cuckoosaurus
Yeah.
from the vet clinic.
Huh? What are you on about?
So this Aoife you just mentioned, does it actually...
Hey, yo, everyone! Please chill. I think I've got this figured out. For a juvenile saurian, he showed remarkable courage
Please
in the
be
war.
on Kinich's
But he's too
banner.
young to be using that much phlogiston.
Like, I'm not gonna play him because, you know, I have Mizuki. And, you know, I like her. And I don't really need a second Mizuki, but, you know, he looks cool. So
As
I
a
want
result, he developed a rare pathological change. The initial symptoms might not have been obvious, but he's gone untreated for so long that his condition is now very serious.
You mean he originally got sick during the war, but the symptoms only just started to show up now?
That's right. He may have just been acting tough this whole time. Didn't want his friends stressing out over him.
him. Oh, it has a little bow. That's cute.
Eva, there must be something you can do, right? Please help him.
So the point of this event quest is we're gonna save the Saurian.
Something this rare? I don't have anything on hand that can treat it. Good news is that I read about a similar case back when I was still studying. The scroll mentioned 2 essential ingredients. First up, an herbaceous perennial known as an ocean zephyr. Though they can grow practically anywhere, they're exceedingly rare. Second, honestly, I couldn't figure it out back then either. The name recorded was Sacred Flame Crystal, but there wasn't much else to go on beyond.
Sacred flame? Like the one burning in the stadium?
When Mualani and I took part in the pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame, we collected loads of contending sparks during the team stage. Apparently, they're sparks from the Sacred Flame itself. They even make you feel all warm and fuzzy while you them.
She's so
Do you
cute.
think these crystals might be something similar?
From the name, I'd say we're looking for a rarer, purer form of sacred flame.
You sure there's even such a thing? We've been in that land for ages now, but we've never come across anything like that.
I mean, I don't know if we've been here for like, bro, most of these people have lived their whole life here.
So it would seem, as it happens.
Huh? For real, Uncle Pakal?
It's a coincidence that I've even heard of it. Apparently, the people of Natland knew how to make a special kind of sacred flame crystal way back when. I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but the other chiefs might know something. I'll go ask them. Thank you, Aoife. Your diagnosis was a huge help. Mind if I keep you a little longer?
Sure thing, dude. I'll stick around until we've got some results.
Great. In that case, let's go I'll let you all know as soon as there's any news. Fingers crossed, he'll soon be on the mend.
What up, my dudes? Man, I could tell we're totally on the same wavelength.
Like his personality is giving very Ito. The vibes, but you know, I really like his design, and you know, I don't think they really match, but you know,
The name's Aoife,
I'll take it.
a vet from the Flower Feather Clan. This here's my assistant, Kakuku. Dude's all about copying what others say.
If only he was Pyro, he would be so good.
The Traveler in Paimon, yeah? Everyone's heard all about you two. You're absolute legends. The total package. Brave, wise, and strong. Best hero duo I've ever seen. No contest.
No, like, because explain to me why we're getting 4 Anemo characters in Natlan. 3 of them are Anemo catalysts. It's like, why? And like the Flower Feather clan is Pyro tribe, so why the fuck does it have 2 Anemo characters? And like Ifa is giving very Mizuki with his kids, so like why the fuck do you do that? When like if Ifa was Ifa being Pyro would have been so amazing, because he could have been a support and then he could have used the support set, and then he could have been amazing with, you know, for example, Kinich and Emily, because then he can buff Pyro damage. Because the other supports can't do that. Because you can't, you know, react with Denro that well. You know, Shilonen, Katsina, Sitlali,
You're making
I mean Ororon can, yeah. But like, the problem is that like Kinich and Emily both want Pyro, so it would be useful if it, you know, the Pyro support.
Truth is, I spent the war treating
would
wounded
have
Saurians. Never got a chance to fight alongside you.
But oh well.
Yo,
I
thanks,
don't know
bro.
what the fuck
I
I was
appreciate
thinking.
that.
I want to be excited for
There's
Snezhnaya
always
and
a
stuff
long
because,
line
you know,
outside
it's
Aoife's clinic
Snezhnaya.
back then.
But after
Even
Natlan, I
Kakuku
don't
was
know.
so busy, he was running around like a headless chicken.
Seriously? Seriously?
True that. More wounded were piling up by the day. Dude, the Abyss is no joke. Sneaky enough to hit us right where it hurts. Lots of docs have dropped at their posts over the last few years. There's some fresh talent rolling in recently. I'm hoping they could step up quick. But vet med's no joke. There's a ton of challenges to overcome before you could be a qualified vet. No matter how hard you hit the books, you're still gonna run into all kinds of weird diseases that are hard to treat. Like Milrace. So rare it doesn't even have a name. If my old man hadn't forced me to read all kinds of different stuff when I was a kid, I'd probably only be able to suggest a more conservative treatment. It's true what they say, bro. There's always more to learn.
Oh, so you're
Yeah, totally. Our family's medical knowledge has been passed down over generations. My old man started steering me toward being a vet when I was a kid, schooling me on all kinds of herbs. And man, if I forgot anything, out came the broom. My family's been vets for generations now. No clue who it was that kicked off the tradition, though, you know? Back when I was a kid, my dad said something about our skills being medicine born of guilt. But the reason we got into it doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's useful.
guilt. Sounds pretty strange to Paimon. Usually you only feel guilty when you've done something wrong.
Who knows? After he passed, there wasn't anybody else I could ask. I figure it's because guilt gnaws at anyone practicing medicine.
He looks so cool.
When you fail to fix someone up, I've been there.
Like, I love how all of the like female characters in Atlan have, you know, these outfits that are very, you know, like a lot of skin and, you know, bikinis and stuff and, you know, weird ass pants and stuff. And then, you know, we have 3 male characters and all of them are covered head to toe. Like, look at this. We have a sliver of arm. Like, that's scandalous. But yeah, it's really fucking weird. And it's again one of those things that, you know, what the fuck is Hoyo doing? But I don't know, they just hate male characters.
So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that doesn't happen this time. I don't recall ever seeing a record of any patient with his malady who was successfully cured. So maybe Milray will be the first. Heck yeah, I do. Oh, looks like the Chiefs are back. Let's go see what they have to say.
The last time I was here, I remember seeing him happily rolling around with Io.
Ayo.
This is so sudden.
Well, as the saying goes, illness strikes like a landslide. It's not uncommon for people and Saurians to just collapse overnight. Given that he first fell sick during the war, he's done well to make it this far.
Hey, little guy. Are you okay?
I mean, obviously he's
Does
not
it hurt?
okay.
For one so young to risk life and limb on the field of battle. This too is a responsibility we
I
adults
want
must
this
bear.
dude to be playable.
Whoa. All 6 tribal chiefs in one place? Not something you see every day.
It's true that we used to hardly ever meet up like this. The affairs of our own tribes were usually enough to keep us all swamped. These days, though, group dinners on our days off have practically become the routine, so don't look too surprised.
I love how, like, out of the tribal chiefs too, there's like 5 out of the 6 are male characters. But like, of course, they aren't playable, so you know, they can be male characters all they want, but you know, playable male characters in my Genshin Impact.
Group dinners? More like group mooching. You guys always seem to end up at my place. So shameless.
Well, your cooking is too good to resist. You've seen how hopeless the rest of us are in that regard. Anyway, let's get down to business.
Aoife, we've been informed about the situation. Once again,
He looks
it's a
so
good thing
pissed
you were
off.
here to help out. Milray and the other Tepetlosaurs have helped transport goods for the Flowerfeather clan in the past. We won't just stand by.
I just happened to come across a record of a case like his back home, but I don't know anything about this sacred flame crystal.
I haven't heard of it either. Can the sacred flame even take other forms?
It can indeed. While I've never seen this happen in the flesh, I have read references to it in woven scrolls. In ancient Natlan, besides the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, there is said to have been another way to produce sacred flame, known as the Bloomflower Trials. It was a combat exercise, held jointly by the 6 tribes, that was even more intense than the pilgrimage. So they occasionally yielded an even purer form of sacred flame.
Can we just bring back
Sacred
Capitana?
flame crystals!
For real? How have I never heard of that?
Simple. The Bloomflower Trials haven't been held for centuries.
So now we're gonna restart them.
Something seems to have happened the last time they were held. But it was so long ago that I don't know the specifics. The more reasonable explanation is this: that people once believed these sacred flame crystals to be vessels of extraordinary power, and that warriors could use them to enhance their own strength. In reality, they turned out to be far less miraculous than hoped for. In some rare, very specific circumstances, they proved irreplaceable, but they were not so different from the regular sacred flame in essence. The pilgrimage produced enough sacred flame, making the Bloomflower Trials obsolete, and thus they were forgotten.
Ah, I get it. So to save Milray, we have to revive the Bloomflower Trials and get all 6 tribes to take part. Ooh, that sounds rough.
I'd say we'd be better off not treating it like some kind of hassle. All 6 tribes need to take part, sure, but not everyone has to show up. We can keep it voluntary,
our friends
so
gonna show up?
warriors who happen to have time can sign up and fight it out of their own accord. Since the war ended, the pilgrimage has become more like a tournament for our warriors to compete in and keep themselves in shape. So why not let them hone their skills on a fresh new stage?
We should never drop our guard completely, even in times of peace. But like that, it seems high time we restarted the Bloomflower trials.
I'm with you on that. Nothing gets the blood pumping like a contest to see which tribe's the strongest, huh?
No objections on my part.
I'll go discuss this with the others. I'm sure there will be plenty of warriors who'll be itching to take part. I can't speak for everyone else, but I can guarantee that Molani will be there. There's nothing she loves more than a lively occasion.
And I guess your vote was a foregone conclusion, eh, Pakal?
But
Great.
like, are we
We're
gonna
all in
see
agreement
Kinich
then.
there?
Nice!
Thanks, everyone. It really means a lot.
Let's head back to our tribes and see how many people are willing to sign up. If interest is high, we'll hold a big event. But if not,
Agreed. Rules will be crucial too. A competition without rules is just mindless violence. And that's not what we want.
I'll draw up an outline. Let's meet up at the Speaker's Chamber later. After all, we'll still need the Pyro Archon's final approval.
Oh yeah, and we'll also need some Ocean Zephyrs to cure Milray. Who'll go gather them while we're organizing the trials?
I've got that covered. I just noticed that some of Milray's friends have shown up.
Baby.
You mean these Saurians? You're right. There's all sorts. Seems like he's quite the popular little fella.
Kakuku, can you hit them up and ask if they'd be down to lend a claw?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
He's such a cutie.
must be nice having a Saurian companion who can talk.
Well, if that's everything, how about we call it a day?
All right. See you later. Aoife, let's head back. And bring these Saurians along too. We've got to teach them how to identify ocean zephyrs.
Like, why does Bro look like that if the baby Kukusaurians look like this? Like, what the fuck are you?
See ya, little guy. We'll come visit you again soon. Whoa! They sure are quick on their feet. Guess they're chiefs for a reason. When they decide on something, it gets done right away. But that's what you're here for, right? Whenever Paimon puts things off, even for just a while, you'll hear—
Oh, wow.
Even Kakuku's done with this conversation.
I'll go spread the word. Kachina, you gonna sign up?
Of course.
In that case, let's head over together. Traveler, Paimon, see you at the Speaker's Chamber in a bit.
So far, so good. At this rate, Milray will be better in no time. Oh, you're awake. Wanna try? You think so? Hey, Kakuku, can you help us Oh, long gone. Oh no, he does seem pretty anxious. What are you trying to say, little guy?
So now it starts. Like that was a long sequence. But like, how would a little Saurian know about that?
I've read through your proposal, and it sounds like a great idea. Even if it wasn't for Milray's situation, there'd be many reasons to start holding the Bloomflower trials again. How many warriors have been signing up?
Far more than we anticipated.
Our warriors sure are fired up. The ones who came late even held a protest outside the sign-up booth. So we had to make an exception by adding a few more spots.
So many people have signed up that we've had to divide the competition up into main matches and exhibition matches. Each main match will pit 2 different tribes against one another, while the exhibition matches will see 3 tribes going up against another 3. I'm planning to limit the number of spots for the exhibition matches. Accidents are more likely in tangled melees, so with fewer contestants, we can ensure that any injuries will be attended.
Well, you've clearly thought this through with care. You have my approval. And don't worry, I'll find a way to fund it.
Thank you, Archon.
Oh, where will the trials be held? I'll stop by later to see how things are going. But I won't be taking part. Wouldn't want—
The main venue will be near the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, with additional arenas set up around the various tribes.
All right, I'm all out of questions. Keep at it, everyone, and thanks for your heart.
In that case, we'll be off. It's time we started organizing crews to set up the venues.
Traveler, Paimon.
Huh? Good luck with what exactly?
Hey, it's been a while, you two. Are you here about the Bloomflower trials too?
Yep, we sure are. Sounds like everything's going to plan.
Bloomflower trials. The name alone fills me with nostalgia. I first heard about it from my dad, who first heard about it from his dad, my old grandpa.
Guess that means they were last held at least 500 years ago? Whoa. When you put it like that, it does feel kind of surreal that we're doing something that hasn't been done in such a long—
True, but I've got a good feeling about this. We'll pull it off, rest assured. What makes you ask? I've never heard such a rumor before. And rationally speaking, it just doesn't even seem possible. The rules governing the Oda resurrection have protected Natland for many long years, and these rules are themselves fueled by the Sacred Flame's power. In essence, Sacred Flame crystals are just another form of the Sacred Flame. So please, be at ease. And besides, even if they did harbor some kind of evil power, it will not cause any real trouble in the Natland we now live in. Not if I have anything to say about it.
In the Natland we now live in. Yeah, thanks to Capitano, who y'all have forgotten.
Our main priority right now is to hold the Bloomflower trials so we can collect enough Sacred Flame crystals to heal that little Tapetlosaurus.
It's so reassuring to have you on our side.
Well, there are some things even I can't handle.
For example, dying.
For example, it just came to my attention that you've got some people waiting for you outside.
Huh? Who could they be?
It's probably gonna be Shilonen, Sitlali, Mualani, Kashina, Chaska.
You'll find out soon enough. Go on
But
now.
no
Don't—
Kimmich. Let's see.
Finally, you're
It is
here!
Kimmich and even Ororon. Oh.
That traveler, Paimon. So basically, hold up. What happened to first come, first served? What I'm saying is, I get to go first.
Has Mualani always been this white? Like, she looks whiter than usual. What have they done to you?
What's going on? Why is everyone turned up all of a sudden?
Kimmich and Ororon.
So...
And I'll finally get Ororon from this event.
So, you know about the Bloomflower trials, right? I mean, we were wondering, have
I'll
you
join
decided
Signs of
which
Canopy,
tribe you'll
thank
join?
you.
If not, how about the...
What? We're allowed to take part too?
Given that the trials haven't been held in so long, we're creating a new set of rules for them, separate from the ones for the pilgrimage.
Ah, he looks so pretty.
All of the chiefs have agreed, but whether or
Baby.
not you compete or which tribe you support, well, that's completely up to you.
As the hero who saved Natlan,
Your participation would be a huge morale boost for whoever you choose to join. In other words, recruiting you is every tribe's top priority right now.
Oh, so that's what's going on! No wonder Chief Akatl wished us good luck just now. He must have known this was coming.
And that's all for the chit-chat. I hope you're ready for some serious incentives. How do you like the sound of luxury hot spring vouchers? I'll even throw in a selection of fine gifts from the shop.
Luxury hot springs? Sounds like Paimon's perfect vacation!
I mean, okay, like, I want to join Science of Canopy because, you know, I like them, but, you know, secondary, yeah, I'll do People of Springs too.
If you join the Scions of the Canopy, we'll hold a great barbecue in your honor.
Please let me.
The finest
Please
quality
let me
meat,
join.
all you can eat.
Like, that's gonna get Paimon over.
And if you join right away, you'll even stand a chance of being taken on as a sidekick of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula-How!
Yeah, no one wants that.
You little...
All-you-can-eat barbecue?
Join up with a collective of plenty,
Nope, I
and I'll
won't.
provide a year's worth of training sessions and a personalized...
Paimon's not too keen on training. But getting stronger does sound tempting.
All I've got to offer are
You would
freshly
be my
picked
third
vegetables,
choice.
but I can guarantee they're really tasty.
Yeah, Auroron would be my third choice.
Ooh, could Paimon get some samples?
Fancy some flying lessons?
Nope.
Or you could just hitch a ride. I'll take you soaring through the skies.
Well, flying's kinda what Paimon does for a living. But flying around with the Traveler sounds like it could be a lot of...
I can bake Saurus crackers and green fruit chips.
Sorry, Kachina, but nope.
Oh, Paimon loves those too! Ooh, this is such a tough choice. Not just because the freebies are tempting, but also because picking one tribe feels like we're betraying all the others.
I wonder if the game will let us pick.
You know what? Paimon's decided to leave this one to you. Paimon's pretty sure that isn't an option.
Actually, it's not a bad idea. It could work for the exhibition matches at least. There'd be 3 tribes on one side versus 3 on the other for those. So, first half you're on our side, second half on theirs.
Huh. Hadn't thought of that. Pretty clever.
What? Really? Huh. Then, as for those perks you mentioned earlier...
Don't worry, my offer still stands. Enjoying ourselves is the #1 priority here.
So it's settled then? For the first half of the exhibition match, you'll fight alongside us Scions of the Canopy, People of the Springs, and the Children of Echoes against the other 3 tribes.
Feels just like the old days when we used to fight side by side. We're gonna be unstoppable!
All right, it's nearly time. Let's get ready and head over there together.
We'll get Auroron. I'll find. Like, I haven't been able to get him yet, so I'm very happy that we get a free Auroron here. Wait, what? That was just the prequel or what? So I need to do all of these next. And then these are the event tasks.
Woohoo!
Who the fuck are you? Yeah, so that unlocked that, but like, I need to do these. Oh, it's here. Why did I go there?
Woohoo!
Alright, so this is our base. According to the rules, all we have to do is capture 3 of their bases in a row, and we win!
The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, needs only lift a claw, and poof! All that you behold shall be turned to ashes.
Mess up our match, and I'll lock you up till it's all over.
You killjoy! We're a real dream team. Let's just charge right in.
I guess it was the lightning because like here she looks, you know, more normal. Still wish she was more tan, but you know, this is better.
We know each other pretty well, so working together should be a breeze. Still, let's not get careless.
But yeah, look at this, like, short skirt, short shorts, bikini top, and then, you know, Kinich covered head to toe.
There are a lot of cliffs nearby, so our vision will be obscured. They could ambush us from the high ground too.
In that case, let's follow the water instead. See that flag over there? That's the Collective of Plenty's base, right? We'll approach swiftly on the water, sweep in and capture the base, then move up to the high ground.
I like the way you think.
I trust your judgment too, Mualani.
All right then, time for me and my Sharky surfboard to strut our stuff. I'll take point. Everyone
We get all of them in the team. Like, I wish we could change the order of them. Oh yeah, I so need to get Kinich. I'm gonna get him on his rerun, but yeah, I would probably do, you know, Mualani first, Kinich second, Traveler third, Kachina fourth or something. That would make more sense because now the, you know, main DPSs are, you know, 3 and 4, which I don't like at all.
let's ride! Here by the water route, just as expected. Classic people of the springs. Huh? They saw through our plan?
No choice but to face them head.
I'm ready! All right then, time for...
Okay, how does the Traveler work?
Good fight.
Brace yourself!
Locked on.
Hey, no slacking! Give this everything you've got! Not a bad training session. Let's call it a day. We won! At this rate, we'll be in
See that? Up above the cliffs? That's the Masters of the Night Wind's base.
The nearby mountainsides have all been blocked off by crystal clusters. Looks like they don't want us getting up there so easily.
Don't worry.
Easy.
You're finally here, Other Granny. If I'm back home too late, my vegetables will get thirsty.
Don't worry, we'll make this quick for...
Let's hope you'll put up a good fight. Here comes another.
Catch an epic wave! Carving wave! Amazing!
My weight was not in vain.
Is that all you have?
The dead would bleed! Dragon! All I thought...
Chances are looking slim. Oh, perhaps it's time I got going.
Yeah, I so want to pull Kinich. I still don't enjoy his gameplay that much. Like something about the way you attack enemies, it just doesn't feel good to me. But you know, I just like him as a character, and you know, his travel, you know, possibilities are very nice. So I'm gonna get him.
Look! Up there in the mountain! The flag of the Flower Feather Clan!
Wow! Looks like they're already on high alert!
Yeah. Not only do they have the high ground, but they're highly mobile too. With our current forces, a frontal assault won't be easy.
Looks like I showed up right on cue, huh?
Shilonen.
Yay! You're here too, Shilonen!
Let's save this small talk for when the
Now that backup's arrived, let's split.
I'll lead a frontal assault to draw the rest of you find another route up and strike directly at the...
I can take...
I guess we just have to jump. Can I reach them?
Hold up! That's where Shilonen's headed! Let's find another way!
But like, am I not supposed to get up there? Game? Hello? Yeah, I can't get up there.
Here goes!
Yeah, so I can't get up there. Game, hello? Yeah, because Shilonen is here.
Okay, let's stop around here. We can use grappling hooks to climb up to the top.
Oh, that's stupid. But like, I mean, at least they finally remembered that Kinich is a thing.
Well, would you look at that? You managed to find a gap in our... But this is just the beginning. So stay on your feet.
We're not gonna lose!
Well said. Let's do.
Let's have ourselves some...
Watch out! You'll get singed.
Amazing! Surf's up!
Still got plenty of bullets left with your names on them. Alright, how about we call it a day?
I don't know, Natlan characters are just very cringe to me with the way they talk.
Does that mean we've won?
Told you we'd be unstoppable.
Well, that was pretty exhilarating, even as battles go.
Oh, you can say that again. I was still fighting off Cuckoosaur riders halfway. That was well played.
Yeah, the going would have been way tougher if we had fought our way up.
How about the sacred flame crystals? Did anyone
I found a few shards, but they were only about as big as grain fruit chips. I gave them to the marshals from the Masters of the Nightwind on our way back.
Yes, and they gave them to me.
Granny C. Lolly! Are you here to take part in the Bloomflower trials too?
I devised the techniques for the main matches, so of course I would show up. Those marshals handed the sacred flame crystals over as soon as they saw me. I did a quick tally. At this rate, we should have enough by the event's end.
That's awesome! Well, since everything's gone so smoothly, why don't we hit the hot springs tonight?
Oh, I am all for it. There's nothing like letting our hair down after a hard day's work.
Your hair
and
is
good
already
food
down.
and drink wouldn't go down badly either.
How about we head over there together? You can all hitch a ride on Turbo Twirly.
Ugh, sorry, but I need to head back to the workshop to finish up some forging.
I need to help at the shop anyway, so I'll pick up...
I might be a bit late. If you're all there earlier, feel free to start without me.
Yeah, this is that one. Oh, let's go.
Great! Paimon can't wait!
Uh-huh. In that case, I guess I'll be off too. See you tonight!
Hurry up, guys! You're the last ones left. Come on, I'll take you to get changed. You remember where the changing rooms are, right? I'm pretty sure I showed you last time. Time sure flies. Oh, sorry. Woohoo! Let's get this party started!
Oh, Aha looks so cool.
This
With his
is
little
the
towel
life.
wrap.
Hear this, hot
Yeah,
spring.
this is the life.
I hereby bestow upon you the name of the Almighty Dragon Lord. All the fatigue just floats away. If only we could do this every day.
Aren't you gonna join us, Shilonen?
I'm not a huge fan of being in the water. This right here is more my kind of spot.
And last but not least, surf, turf, and perch.
That smells amazing. Oh, hold your horses. There's a time for fun and games, and it's now when there's delicious food already on the table. Oh, wait for what? Take that,
Look at him.
Bow before my greatness.
Look at my boy. This is what we deserve. Yeah, I love this hairstyle on Paimon, it's so cute.
Hey, watch it, Ahow! You're splashing water everywhere!
This is so tasty. Traveler, you gotta try it.
Kachina! Tavata Kachina! I made Saurus crackers, come have some!
Yeah, Kinich is so cute.
Okay. I'll be right there.
Kinich, you surless! Unhand me! Let me go!
I will remember
Thanks
this.
for sticking around to help me clean up.
No problem at all. We had a blast.
But yeah, like, Natlan just feels like a beach episode.
Parties are always extra lively when you guys are here. It was so much fun. No, by the way, I couldn't help feeling that there was something on Kachina's mind during dinner. Oh, it's strange. She usually comes to me for advice when something's bothering her. Maybe this something different? Oh, sorry to do this, but could you try asking her?
Of course! We'll ask the next time we're alone with her. If there was something we could do to help, there's no way we'd stand by.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better. Anyway, I'll be heading off now too. Just remember, you'll always be welcome to come hang out with me at the People of the Spring.
Bye for now. See you soon.
Yeah, so this is the first part completed, and then there's 2 more parts, I think.
Bring it!
Woohoo! Oh, here you are, Kachina.
Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so I decided to bring Io over to check on Milray and Nyan. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. Huh? What makes you ask?
Well, you seemed a bit down after the exhibition match, so we're kind of worried about you.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay, really. I mean, it's hard to explain. I've just been feeling a bit lost. Despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me going was the belief that someday I'd win and earn a spot in the Night Warden Wars. So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, things didn't exactly go as planned, and still, I achieved my dream. But after the happiness wore off, I felt hollow. I didn't know what to aim for next, or what I should work toward.
Just chill for a while.
Then the Bloomflower trials came around, and I could fight alongside everyone again. But when the exhibition match ended, I suddenly realized that everyone had real-life responsibilities to return to. Everyone, that is.
But like, isn't
Except
Sheena
for
just a
me.
child? Like everyone else is an adult, so you know, just chill, you have time.
And that got me thinking. Am I the only one who's still like a kid? The only one who's left with so much free time on their hands? Who's never really grown up?
Like, she's a child. You know, just chill, you have time to think about it.
So that's what's been bothering you, huh?
Huh? You mean everyone feels like this at some point? Oh, I see. Thank you, Traveler.
Huh. If you think about it, this is a good thing. Not knowing what you want means the future's still full of possibilities, right? When Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, she gets to imagine all kinds of delicious dishes. But if someone told her, "You're eating this tonight," kinda spoils the anticipation.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Hey! Stop underestimating Paimon like that, would ya?
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it.
Granny C. Lolly! Hello?
Hello. I didn't have much going on at the moment, so I thought I'd check in on our patient.
Milry's been in a deep sleep this whole time. It's just as Aoife said. We'll need to gather all the sacred flame crystals before we can help him.
I imagine you're right. By the way, you haven't run into any trouble lately, have you? When we discussed the sacred flame crystals after the exhibition match ended, everyone else looked happy. But you seem to have something on your mind. A baseless rumor, but a fearful-sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more panic it spreads.
Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about Milray?
Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it. Still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. It is said that something happened the last time they were. Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure we'll still be able to find scrolls from back then over at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Can I come along? I'd like to help.
I wonder what world quest I should play.
I don't see why not. Come, let's head over to my place. We should leave this little Tapetlosaur to rest.
I should do the ones near signs of canopy. Those ones annoy me the most. Like this one here and this one here. Then there's like a few here, but you know, I can do those later.
I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
There's that many?
Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Come on. Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time.
why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange? There will always be tensions. But the intensity has changed. Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. But not every Archon has done that as well as Mauika.
Yeah, we get it, she's great.
Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges. Far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our lives would seem to people back then.
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to...
Oh? Let me see.
Oh, they look like they're judging me.
A curious coincidence, and it seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also held to save the life of an ailing Saurian.
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milray?
The scroll doesn't say, but it seems likely. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to two things. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seem to have failed. And that the chief of the Flower Feather clan had a major falling out with his younger brother.
Okay, does the current Flower Feather clan chief have a younger brother?
And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse.
That's what we need to figure
That's all
out.
it says.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Looks like we'll have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the trials were held more than one.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief Mutota.
And what's our next move? Any other...
A certain Kukasaur? Who told you that? Oh, Aoife's assistant, Kakuku, must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saur. Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls. Kachina can head over to the Let's split up and meet back here later.
Can we go hang out with Kinich?
Bring it!
Woohoo!
I really like the music at the Children of the Echoes. Kinich.
Shh. So, everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. Leave it to us.
Mualani, Kinich!
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you! You nearly scared the life out of me. Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition match. But as for the details, those will have to stay a secret. After all, we'll be competing against
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry. Has something happened?
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive Kukusaur.
Rare and elusive? In that case, we can help with the search. That description of the location's way too vague. The scenery around here is all pretty much the same. Without anyone to help out, what does the Kukusaur look like? Alright, well in that case, let's split up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather...
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine.
I haven't got anywhere else to be either.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going. Catch you in a bit.
Greetings, Mosaurians. They did the meme.
All right.
But yeah, one thing I really have to love about Natlan is, you know, how good the
Anything on your
exploration
end,
is.
Kinich?
Like, especially after I get Kinich.
Nope.
Me neither. Kukusaurs all look they all look light and floaty to me. I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier than a pair of wings?
I didn't find anything either.
Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. We couldn't find that Are you in a hurry to find him? If you need a hand, I can come back and join the Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out. That's what friends are for, after all.
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather Clan to keep an eye out. If they see anything, they'll let you know. So, alright. I'll update them.
I really like the way he looks. Like, originally I didn't like him at all, but you know, now he's grown on me.
Come to think of it, Auroron could probably rig up a few traps and snag him that way.
It's not like Auroran's traps can catch just anything, you know.
You never know. Might as well ask him if you get the chance. Anyway, we'll be heading back now. Best.
Okay then, see you later. And thanks for your help. Kachina, Sweet Lolly, what's up?
We haven't managed to find anything. No one seems to know what actually happened back then.
Any luck with your mysterious Kukusaur? In that case, I'd suggest we set this aside for now. It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this, but not every historical mystery can be unraveled. We must also learn to live with the unknown. Just remember, as long as we stick together, no challenge will ever be too great.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out. Still, after all this investigating, it feels a bit disappointing to come up empty-handed.
Finally, dudes. Found you.
Aoife.
Aoife? What brings you here?
Kinich mentioned you were on the lookout for a Kukusaur. Just so happens a strange Kukusaur has been following me the past few days. No clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kind of freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, and after dark, all you can see is his silhouette. So I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape outside the window.
That sounds terrifying.
I could tell it was a little Kukusaur from the shape. After observing him more closely, I figured out that he'd... Not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so, you're more than welcome to get him off my back. The sooner the better.
Wait a second. Does that mean...
Yep. Dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
It's okay, I've got this. What the? Guys, get over here, quick! There's nothing scary about this. It's just...
A ghost.
Wait, surely that's not...
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines? Haven't they been fixed?
There are many possible reasons, but right now...
So why have you been tailing me, bro? If it's treatment you want...
He ran off.
Do you think he wants us to follow him? Oh, if only we had a Kukuthosaurus on it.
Hey, that's a good point. Where is Kakuku today?
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted. He was still out cold when I left.
I would love to see that.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow him. It looks like he wants to take...
Oh yeah, like, there's also a world quest here. But I think I want to do the ones near Signs of Canopy.
Looks like he's finally stopped.
Why have you brought up...
So, is there something buried here? Or... You want us to dig it up?
These are...
Woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made, and heavily time-worn as a result. Still, they're just about legible. They
Is
seem
that
to
the chief's
document
brother?
the very last Bloomflower trials that took place centuries ago? Come, let's read them together. These might just contain the answers we've been
And
searching
they're
for this whole
judging me
time.
again. Hello.
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Yeah, that's so like the chief and the brother, and then they had a fight, and that the Kukusaur was his Kukusaur, and then it died, and then had a fight, and falling out, and then they buried the whole thing, and yeah.
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. That's about it.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so I was worried about you.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promised to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown, ready to spread his wings and soar freely through the skies. I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natlan. Sometimes he's happy, and other times he's sad. Sometimes he has tantrums, but then he'll curl up beside me when I'm down. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
And I need to get a few world quests done.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls. Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief. So,
research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy to say the least, so there's never been a definitive conclusion. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses. Others also say that they can be used to enhance a warrior's strength.
Enhance a warrior's strength?
Oh, so now he wants the strength.
It's speculative at best. We
They
need to
got,
analyze
they
an
get
actual
the crystals,
specimen to
the
know for
chief
sure.
gets greedy, the brother gets mad, and they have a falling out.
As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure Antu's illness, that's enough. Nothing else matters.
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part in a scaled-down version of the Bloomflower trials? Remarkable that they agreed, given it wasn't so long ago that we were at each other's throats. Tensions are running high right now. If I were you, I wouldn't have had the courage to even ask.
I know, but I had no other choice. Fortunately, I've treated patients from every tribe, so the chiefs agreed as a way of returning the favor. With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've worked together on anything. This might be a good chance for reconciliation. Fighting side by side for a common cause? That's the way Natlan was always meant.
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage? Heading out on a long journey or something?
I'm heading out to search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands. Just please make sure it all goes.
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be back on your feet and running around in no time.
Hey,
Oh yeah, I don't
how could
trust
you
the
stoop
brother.
so low? Ambushing us on the field like that. Ambushing? You've no one but yourself to blame for underestimating us. So what's all this fuss about?
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flowerfeather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystals.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just because you waggled some fingers and said some angry words?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a sick Saurian? Take what's necessary for the treatment, then return.
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give...
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile question. If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. There are always people who think there's so many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials. I'll bet your chiefs all have sweet little personal stashes too. Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only...
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower trials to weaken the other tribes. Ugh, that Nampole.
The children of Echo.
Brother, where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come, sit down.
Look, no need for that.
Rumors?
That the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, sparking a heated dispute among the chiefs, and that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed, he was already gone.
And the cape is going wild again.
How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower trials went smoothly. Why would you resort to such underhanded...
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rules, the whole thing became a free-for-all. Playing by the rules gets you nowhere in this world. If I hadn't taken things into my own hands, another tribe would have just swooped in and seized these sacred flame crystals. They have limitless potential.
I won't debate ethics with you.
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he's your companion, yes. But the life of a single Saurian is nothing compared to the future of our tribe.
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts of the Flowerfeather. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has inflicted. All the hope and trust that that little guy placed in you, placed in me, you'll never know what that feels like.
Wait, Nampole! Where are you going?
Antu! Antu! Antu, it's me! Please! Answer me! Antu, are you okay? I'm so sorry. After that, I left the Flowerfeather clan and lived here on this hill with Antu. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them to spare some sacred flame crystals, our last hope. But no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again, enduring sneers, insults, even beatings. Until finally, Antu's
Oh,
time
that's
came.
sad.
In those last few days, he seemed consumed by an overwhelming sorrow. And then I realized it wasn't just the sickness weighing him down, no. Remorse filled his gaze. I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes, someone approached us with a sacred flame crystal.
This is go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put. What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would must. It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting over the crystals without comprehending why, unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of enemies. He concluded that they must have been corrupted by the sacred flame crystals themselves. In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been to save his life.
Nope,
If I hadn't been there, none of this would have ever happened. He carried this guilt with him until the very end. I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen the greed in Amara's eyes, or even... But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. I buried Antu here on this hill, where I too one day shall rest.
And I think that's Eva's great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. Just feel like it.
Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie buried. May those who come long after us learn from our errors, lest they repeat them. May the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from bloodshed and strife.
Medicine born of...
So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little Cuckoosaur spirit was once his Saurian
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like appearing in front of anyone else. He senses something. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. If anything corrupts the human heart, it's greed. And who'd want to immortalize? The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed. All that scheming, after what proved to be nothing more than a hollow fantasy.
Hey!
Look! Over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in his memory?
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. A regret lingering for centuries. Unfolding like this before my eyes. Can't believe I'm just now hearing my ancestor's story. I gotta think this through. What should I do?
It's just human greediness.
Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor Saurian companion. It's a pretty cool feeling. Wouldn't you say so, bro?
I love how Hoyo just, puts all of their heart and everything into the world quests and event quests.
Can he understand what you're saying?
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's
Thank
vibes, just like he catches ours, but that's pretty much it. That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time together to develop an intuitive bond. If my ancestor were here, I'm sure they'd vibe way easier.
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything that went on back then in front of him, right? I'm not even sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's probably better if he doesn't understand.
And at the end of this quest, we are going to have an emotional reunion by the spirits of the ancestor and Antu. And it's gonna be very emotional.
I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them, and that we should face up to the challenges in our lives.
Have a nice
But
work day.
even if we told him the truth, wouldn't it only distress him more than he already is?
That's right. The people responsible, the ones who should have apologized to him, are no longer around. All the truth would do is tear open old wounds and sadden him all over again.
Isn't there anything we could do to help him forget his sorrow and find hope once more?
He also does the humph.
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. They don't get complex human language, but they get a lot just... In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, they rely on their human companions. On the other, they really want to prove their worth, helping people make... So, the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happens, but to help make...
His wishes?
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystals are bad, bad things that cause... But now, after hundreds of years, we've... Will you join forces with us to cleanse the evil inside them so we can save your buddy together?
I mean, sure, spinning it like that works.
Interesting approach. You want to turn a lie into the truth.
Actually,
Oh, dear child. Come. Let Granny explain it to you.
Oh, I get it now.
Not so fast. Hate to break it to you. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. We'll spread the word and see who's willing to play along. As for making Antu understand, Kakuku can help out. They'll have an easier time communicating.
And now the finale. Yeah, this is around like 2 hours of questing, and then I'll probably spend an hour or two on world quests. But it sucks because like on some levels Natlan is fucking amazing, but then on some levels it fucking sucks. Like why couldn't you just be good?
So sleepy.
Didn't sleep well?
Yeah, I blame Kachina. Being all mysterious about some gathering to discuss something important. I was so curious I couldn't stop tossing and turning. Also, how come it's so quiet today? You didn't lock a How up, did you?
When I tried to wake him up this morning, his response was, "Leave me be, minion. Darest thou disturb the almighty Dragon Lord in our slumber?" I figured it'd be for the best that he's not here anyway, so I didn't bother calling him again.
Good thing you didn't tell him about our gathering. We could do without his gate crashing for sure.
Not late, am I?
Nope, you're right on time. So, Aoife, now that everyone's here, shall we begin?
Is this all of the not unplayable characters?
Actually, today we have a big favor we'd like to ask of all of you.
What's
And
up?
look at the
Why are you
lack
so
of
serious all
men.
of a sudden?
It's a long story. One that begins with a mysterious friend of Milray.
Bloodshed between the tribes. That seems almost unthinkable today. But it was an everyday occurrence in that era. Even working together
Oh
on
yeah, I need
something
to
was
stream
impossible.
Overwatch when Doki Watch starts. I'll
That's
play with
just
the
too
new skin.
awful.
There have always been disputes.
I might buy that
But once
battle
they
pass too if
escalated
they
in
have some
fully
cute
fledged
skins in it.
clashes between tribes, even a peacemaker would
Because
have
like
been
I bought the
powerless to
current
mediate.
battle pass because I wanted the Kiriko skin and because then I could collect the prisons.
And that little Kukusaur Antu believed that the sacred flame crystals harbored some kind of evil power that lay at the root of these intertribal conflicts.
I don't really know what I would buy with the prisms then. Maybe the Mercy mythic weapon.
And that led to all the
If it's
later
cute.
misunderstandings.
Because
At
I
this
do buy a
point,
lot of
it would
Mercy.
be nigh impossible to explain the truth to him. Granny's right. It would only make him suffer all.
That
And, like, I don't
said,
think I like the Mercy
Antu will
mythic
naturally
enough to get
sense
it.
that something's off once you've collected enough sacred flame
So
crystals.
now we got
and
Tuna
pure
mythic and
Milray, won't
Kiriko
he?
already has a mythic and Mercy has mythic, so I don't think they'll make mythics for the characters I would play.
He'll see that no one has been corrupted and that all is as it should be. At that point, he would realize the truth of what happened in the past, even as young as he is.
Exactly. That's why when the second half of the tournament wraps up, we'll have enough sacred flame crystals. That's when I want every...
Ooh, acting! That sounds fun.
Then, we'll bring Antu over and cast a spell of unity to cleanse all the bad vibes within the sacred
Bad
flame
vibes.
crystals and bring everyone back to their senses. Of course, neither the evil power or the magic are real, but we've got to make the little dude think he's done...
Yeah, I get where you're going with it. The best way to make up for regrets is to do what you failed to do before. We'll recreate that scene from his past, only this time, he'll get the chance to rewrite the future. So, how exactly are we going to do this? Is there anything we can look to?
Once, when I was reading a foreign book, I came across something called an interactive play designed specifically for kids. The story usually features a showdown between a hero and a villain, with twists and turns throughout. Just as things reach a climax, the hero will pretend to be losing and ask for the children's help. Then the children all raise their hands, lending their power to the hero and helping them defeat the villain. For the adults watching, it's just a performance. But the children will walk away feeling happy for days to come. At that age, happiness doesn't come from material rewards, but from a heart that believes.
But yeah, like compare these two to also, you have this like swimsuit thing with, cutouts and tons of cutouts and low back, and then you have a skirt with a huge slit and all of this, and then Ororon covered head to toe.
Oh, true. I can totally relate. When I helped out at my parents' shop as a kid, they would always
Like, honestly,
intentionally leave
I
me some
want to
simple
get-
tasks, like dusting down the shelves or making sure the
I want
merchandise
Science
was
of
arranged
Canopy and
neatly.
People of Springs 4 stars and make them, like the opposite gender. So, give me a male 4-star from People of Springs and female 4-star from Science of Canopy. And then I want to see how they design them.
Then they'd shower me with praise when I was finished, saying stuff like, "Good job, Mualani, you're a genius." And the funny thing is, it always made me super...
Spot on. That's exactly it. We want to make Antu feel the same way a kid who just helped a hero would. Lessen his regret and pain before he moves on. Besides, Milray already heard the rumors about the sacred flame crystals from him. If we don't dispel the curse right in front of him, he might refuse to take the medicine. But we can't pull off a show like that with just us. That's why I'm asking for your help.
We'll probably need about 5 more people. I mean, there are 5 more spots up for grabs.
You have my board. I'm probably the best at art. We get some pretty rude customers in our shop, and I've had to develop quite a few communication.
You have my... cabbages? I can help prepare some props and special...
And my flame stripe.
Oh, you're...
It really resonated with me when Lali mentioned a clash, and unlike the heroes in those plays, I've borrowed strength from all of you in the real world. And we've overcome powerful foes together as a result. I think I'll do justice to the role.
Interactive play.
Well, if Mika's on board, then you have my hammer. I'm really interested in the part where we pretend to argue.
Let's see. We've got our actors, and the stage is set. Now we need a director. A dude to run the show.
Why are you all looking at me?
Consider it our vote of confidence, Kanich.
Fine. Then you have my grappling hook. I happen to have some time.
So, that's everyone then. In that case, Varessa and I will take care of the cleanup.
Sorry, guys. I'd love to sign up, but I already promised to help transport the wounded.
Yeah, like look at, Chaska too, like this crop top, short shorts with one leg, this whole weird thing going on, and then Aoife, covered head to toe.
As for me, if I see you all arguing, I wouldn't be able to resist stepping in.
Like, in Fontaine it kinda made sense with the designs. Because, I don't know, it's about the fashion of that place, but I don't know, in like Natlan fashion, it just doesn't make sense, especially because we see, for example, a chiefs of the tribes, and they're shirtless and shit, so why can't our playable characters
I'm just
be?
really bad at acting. I'd be so stiff. The game would be up before we eat. I'll stay and help the Saurians search for ocean zephyrs. As our Archon herself often says, we all have our own part to play.
That's right. All right. Once the second half of the exhibition match is over, we'll split into 2 teams and play our respective parts.
Great! Let's make the second half an even more exciting fight. That way, we'll be able to collect more sacred flame crystals to help. I've even come up with a secret strat.
After centuries, we're holding the Bloomflower trials once more. Are you all confident that we can do that?
Yeah!
Then let's get this show on the road.
Let's go.
Alright, looks like everyone's here. Time for a strategy meeting. Ugh, why do they keep picking battlefields covered in mountains that need climbing?
If you're worried about getting tired, I can just fly you straight to the top. Launching a surprise attack on their base would also be a good tactic.
I'll use smoke to sow confusion amongst their ranks. Then you guys can just charge in and beat the living daylights out of them.
It'll be over as soon as it began.
These two are in even more of a rush than Paimon is.
Let's all just calm down for a moment. We don't even know what their formation will be like. Besides, if we don't deal with nearby...
But the area nearby is full of rocks! Looks like...
That's nothing. Let's just charge straight through. Come on. Time for... Faster. Stronger.
Whoa, you actually managed to smash all the rocks!
Woo! That loosened me up. Full speed ahead.
Charge!
I'll stop you in your tracks.
Farewell!
Bullseye!
Out of the way or get...
Don't worry, everyone. We can do it.
Fire in the hole.
Yep, but having a gun is so stupid.
Coach will take it from here. Start the clock.
Not too far now. Tell me what you see.
Let's fly.
Open front. We've got to fall back for now.
Okay, but do any of the characters heal? I would love a healer in this household. Stats, damage, attack bonus, duration. No. No, but I don't think any of them heal. Well, that sucks. Well, Chaska, you can just survive.
Excellent! We've secured the Children of Echo's base. Time to
All tuckered out. Let me give you a hand.
Granny to the rescue! Now that's what Paimon calls some...
Granny's not.
I don't like when there's 5 characters, it just feels weird.
Carefully, carefully. I'm tired already.
Find a way to hold them off. Give me your move. On my mark! Take me up! Locked on!
That's it? That was very little
Nice,
fighting.
another one in the bag.
Something's wrong. There are...
And Mulan.
Uh-oh, not good. The people of the Springs took back the base we just captured. And even worse, they're sending troops to attack our main base.
Huh. That girl has some moves. I'll give her that. Looks like we'll have to split our forces to hold off their... don't worry. I'll handle Mualani. She still owes me for wrecking my front door. You just focus on moving forward.
You're a lifesaver, Granny Seat Lolly. We can rest easy knowing...
Thanks, Granny. We've got this.
How is this not over yet? How many people do they have in reserve?
Splitting their forces into smaller squads to slow our advance and undermine our morale. Very clever.
Coach will take it from here.
Looks like the scions of the canopy space is on the other side of that cliff.
Ooh, does that mean it's finally time for the big showdown?
That cliff top's very high up. Whatever you do while you're flying over, don't look down.
I'm looking down. Kitty, hello.
I knew that wouldn't stop you.
Coach will take it from here. Faster, stronger.
Farewell!
Take me up.
This isn't over yet.
I will.
Locked on.
Stand down.
The fight is done. Sound the retreat!
The fruits of victory taste almost as sweet as ones I've grown myself. At least I won't be in for one of Granny's scold.
Wow, that explains why you were so fine.
Auroron!
Since when has your granny ever gone around scolding people like some sort of scary monster, huh?
You're scolding him.
Anyway, good workout, huh?
You can say that again. It's not every day you get to enjoy the thrill.
You youngsters sure. Once this is all over, I think I'll need a few days at home to lie down and
Thanks, Granny. Without your support...
I'll have you know that Mualani didn't pull any punches during our little skirmish just now. Next time she shows up at my place asking for...
Shows that everyone really was giving it to... Anyway, after all that, surely we've collected enough sacred flame crystals now.
We have indeed. Let's gather them up and head back. Next up, time for our little play.
But I'm very excited about more Mondstadt content. Please
Aoife,
give us a
this should be enough, right?
Yeah, plenty.
Oh, that's great news. Just goes to show how fired up everyone was. Let's set the remainder aside in case of emergence. Next up, the main event.
Just a sec. Before we roll the cameras, let's break it all down one more time. Shortly, you'll all take the sacred flame crystals and place them in front of Milray and Nyan. Then, once Kanich gives the signal, Auroron will do his thing. That'll be the cue to start fighting. Once things get real heated, we'll bring Antu in and have him cast the spell of unity. Afterwards, Auroron will clear his black mist, and then we all go back to chilling with each other. Any questions?
Relax. I've played it all through in my head many times now.
Him being Anemo hurts so much.
Great, then let's do this.
Like, I like his design and the color palette fits him there, but you know, why couldn't he be Pyro?
Oh, finally, we've got all the sacred flame crystals we need. Don't worry, little guy, you'll be better in no time.
It's just like Aoife said. He looked...
As long as he sees us dispel the curse with his own eyes, we'll be all—
Hey, Mualani. That's weird. I feel a bit...
Special effects team, get in position.
On the case.
Now, time to get squabbling.
You've got this. Leave it to me. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. You hear me? I'd never have thought you'd do something so terrible, Kachina. Why, I'm positively furious.
Hello. I don't think Mualani is as good at acting as she said she was.
That is a good question. Let me think about.
I thought you said you were a natural at this.
I am, but I'm struggling to come up with a reason to argue. How am I supposed to tap into
If this goes on much longer, even the little... Don't get caught up on the reasons for an argument. Just start by setting the atmosphere for one.
Don't panic. I'm thinking. Kachina! You stand... Huh? When we went out for a picnic last night, you ate the last Saurus
Like, shouldn't
cracker.
they argue about the
How
crystals?
could you have done such an abominable thing?
Like, couldn't they just
I was
argue
saving
about
that for
who
the
takes
end.
the crystals?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, so? You ate way more than I did.
No. You just don't get it. The ones we ate in the middle don't matter. The last one's always the tastiest.
Good. He's starting to buy it.
Mualani! Isn't it about time you
Oh,
paid
now
up
she's
for
letting
wrecking
her
my
have it.
door?
Oh, seriously? You're bringing this up now? You promised to let it go the last time we had dinner together.
And when might that have been?
The last time we had dinner, like I said, we were over at the
Like, why
People
don't
of
they
the
just
Springs,
argue about the
and you had
crystals?
just a teensy bit too much to drink. Wait, hold on. Have you genuinely forgotten?
Is this what sacred flame? Surely our only hope now is for me to...
She's so cool.
Can it, Mawika? Do you even have any idea how long I've had to put up with your
Oh,
nonsense?
she's gonna let her have it too.
Without so much as a heads up, you just dumped some pile of design schematics in my workshop that you'd gotten from who knows where, and then tell me to build you that flame rider or whatever you call it. Then you drive it into the wilderness every single day, and then whenever it breaks down, you send it straight back to me for repair, even when I'm on vacation. Oh, and not to mention your special sunglasses and that precious sword of yours that's impervious to even the hottest of flames. Do you need me to make a list?
Let it all out.
Is it just me? Or is Shilonen's acting pretty convincing?
They were too stunned to speak.
She might be the only one who's not actually acting, Kachina.
Oh, aha, we let them have.
Why didn't you wake me up this
And from now on, I am not taking any more work during holidays, and you're banned from showing up at my vacation spot.
Wait a minute. I remember now. You were the one who kept
Oh, they're
encouraging me
actually
to
gonna
drink
argue.
more that evening, trying to get me drunk so you could write off some old debts, huh? Smooth moves, Mualani. Figured out some tricks to use on old Granny.
Well, would you look at that? Oh, these little pipsqueaks suddenly at each other's throats. Oh, what a golden opportunity this could be. Listen up, everyone. Arguing won't solve any problems, so let's solve this with a good old-fashioned fight to the death. I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, hereby appoint myself your referee. Kanich! Let's start with Kanich. Who's got it in for Kanich?
I don't think anyone's got it working.
Huh? Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you all looking at me?
Oh,
Argument,
perfect timing.
argument.
You. Well, you're the worst. You wasted an entire bucket of ice by taking a bath in.
And you ate all those crackers I baked. I spent the whole night preparing them.
Always yelling at the top of your lungs. You're a permanent earache in a pint-sized package.
No list would suffice to record the horrible things you've done.
Whoa! Time out! Time out! Why is this all suddenly aimed at me?
Oh, how could this be? The argument's spiraling. If this goes on much longer, continues
He'd
for much
save
longer.
us.
Oh, how does it go again? Oh, yeah. If this goes on much longer, Natlan will be. We're so close. If only. Good thing I wrote that all down in advance. Hopefully I sold it.
That's us. You ready, Antu?
Oh. No, but like this is genuinely so sad.
There's no need to save him. Think of what we could accomplish with all those sacred flame crystals.
Fine by me. Let's settle. What right do you children of Echoes think you have to point fingers at us? How many
Bunch of liars and cowards, banding together like...
Huh! Never have the heavens smiled down upon those who live by the rules. If something's worth...
I should never have believed you.
Antu!
You're up, Rob. This ends now!
Evil power that corrupts the human heart, we will stand united. Fly, my dude, fly! Cast the spell of unity, just like I
This is a
taught
little
you.
cringe. Yeah, poor Anto.
Now, Aurora, got it.
The path of fate lies bleak. Walls rise in human hearts. Yet those walls we shall break, and we will from this day forth, may worldly strife be no more.
What in the... Look!
The magic's working.
Grain fruit chips taste so much better with sweet.
I think you'll find that salted cheese is the classic. The first...
Cheese! That's just for kids. I'd never go near it.
Well, I guess you're not completely wrong. They have a unique flavor with salted cheese, too.
Like, can we cure Antu, please?
Also great with a glass of wine. Though sweet cheese with
You're amazing, Granny. Next time I'll come with Kachina, and we'll bring some home-baked Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips along.
And some glazed meat stew and volcano cake too.
Sure. In that case, I'll go find Veressa and we'll make you some nice, juice.
You should stay off the bottle too, Granny. Isn't there some kind of sweet and sour soup that's all the rage with—
Wait a minute, what exactly is going on here? Your attitudes towards each other are changing way too fast!
Didn't get the memo.
Huh. Wow, that's weird. I can't remember for the life of me. Can you, Mawika?
Good play, Shilona, good play.
Something about wishing I'd drop by your workshop more often, and how grateful you are that I keep pushing you to achieve the impossible. Life is like climbing a mountain. All the best views are at the top. You just give people that kind of...
Wait, are you serious?
Just kidding. I'll try my best not to dump any more strange commissions on you.
How into that have you two? Snap out of it, people! It's like you're all under some kind of spell! Quick, Kanik!
How? I owe you an apology too.
No way.
I've been too harsh on you.
It seems
I
that
really
evil
like
power
Ahau.
is completely gone.
Great job, Antu. Now that don't leave him hanging. Go. Thank you so much, all of you. This turned out even better than I imagined.
See, told you it would all work out. Didn't I mention I'm an old hand at this whole argument?
You were this close to spilling the beans.
Here. Even the kids of our tribe would have done a better job.
I couldn't help it. Besides, how was I supposed to, criticize Kachina to her face like that?
Milani. Actually, it was the same for me. Even though I
they're
knew it was all
cuties.
just an act, I didn't want to argue with you.
Huh? So you were all just playing pretend? Ugh, boring. I'm going back to bed.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Now, all that's left are the ocean zephyrs, right? I heard on the way over that we'd already found some.
Everyone, over here!
Hiya-san!
We've gathered enough ocean zephyrs. I asked them to give them to me, but they wanted to bring them over themselves. So we came together. Here, I think this should be enough.
Just hang on a moment, everyone. I'll go mix the ingredients.
But yeah, I've noticed that like blocking.com on the auto mod thing is like it does wonders for the advertisement bots.
Hey, Kakuku, dude, less chat, more help.
And now that I actually know how to ban the bots,
Sure
life
thing,
is
bro.
easy.
I've got you.
I still want a cute cutscene for this.
This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, sacred flame crystal, forged by the will of many. Please, work your wonders and drive this sickness away.
They all look so good. I'm so easy with these because now I'm like, oh, I really like Natlan. Like, you know, I can like parts of Natlan while also hating parts of Natlan, and this just happens to be a part I really like. Oh. Oh.
Cheer up, bro. It's always tough to lose a friend. But in this case, our parting is their reunion. Antu's already wandered the world for way too long. But now that you're all fixed up, he could be at peace. His final wish was to be reunited with his bro, and he's done that. We should be happy for him, just like he celebrated your recovery.
But oh, look at this, you know. Nights, not nights, so... You know, the ley lines are fixed and all of the souls are found, but you know, guess who we won't mention? The person who made all of that happen. Genshin really hates me.
Thanks a ton, everyone. With your help, I've been able to do what my ancestor could not.
So now you can be a vet guilt-free.
Not only did we save this little Saurian from his torment, we also made a historic contribution to the study of phlogiston-related As a physician, I'm honestly feeling touched and overwhelmed.
Well said. Then without further ado, I hereby announce that the Bloomflower trials have come to a successful close. From my perspective, though, this competition had another meaning. Throughout the event, I didn't witness any arguments, scheming, or plotting for personal gain. All 6 tribes united to accomplish something truly remarkable.
But yeah, the past kind of shows me what Natlan could have been like. I feel like it, because now it's just too much friendship is magic for me, and you know, power of friendship for everything. But like, I feel like if we had started with the tribes being very cold towards each other, and then we would have to, you know, make that better, I feel like that would have made it more, you know, interesting. But
Even
oh well.
without the threat of the Abyss, we're still as close as family. We've surpassed those who came before us, and in the future, our
It's
people
nice
will
that they
surely
showed
grow
us
more
that
united
now
still.
with the past.
So, in keeping with our traditions, it's time for a celebration. Let's make this a
Natlan
lively
really
one,
likes
people.
their celebrations.
As it happens,
Like,
I
there
picked
has
a
to be at
whole
least one
batch of fresh
celebration
vegetables
per
just
quest.
yesterday. I'll go get them now.
Leave the meat to me.
And don't you dare skimp on it, Kanich.
I'll go gather the others. Many hands make light work. And besides, the best meals are always ones prepared together.
See you tonight, everyone.
See you tonight! Paimon's ready for a feast and a half.
Celebration banquet. Yeah, like, these people like to party. Okay, where does this teleport take me? Yeah, there's also this dude with a quest.
All right.
But you know, Natlan is still doing better than Fontaine when it comes to world quests. Like, I so failed Fontaine, but I'll make it up at some point when I really miss Fontaine.
Kachina!
Fancy a slice of volcano cake? I baked it myself.
Yes, please.
Ooh! In that case, Paimon'd be glad to oblige. Mmm, so good.
Go ahead. I made this specially. Sweet cakes help people forget their worries. And I hope everyone could be
Now I
happy
want to make
every
a
day.
cake.
Yep, I'm feeling much better. I definitely wasn't sure about where my future lay for a while there, but reading through those old scrolls, I realized that the 6 tribes haven't always been so united. They used to argue a lot, and even got into big fights. I've never experienced anything like that. I can barely imagine such a harsh way of life. I love Natland the way it is today, and I love spending time with my friends. As Uncle Pakal once told me, the harder something is to come by, the more we should treasure it. So, I've decided to always do my best to help, and make sure my friends are happy. Most importantly, I want us all to stay united, forever and ever. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna do that, but I can start with what I'm good at, like baking delicious crackers and cakes to share with everyone.
You know what? Paimon just had an idea. You could open a cake shop.
And we get a friend discount.
That way Paimon will be able to enjoy your cakes even more often than she already does.
You really think so? I'll have to get Moalani to teach me how to run a shop, baking delicious desserts every day and making everyone smile.
Honestly, that would
does
really
sound
fit
like
her.
a wonderful life.
Okay, next time we come back here, she needs to have a cake shop. Or I will
Thanks,
stop playing the
guys.
game.
I think I might have found a new goal to work
Please
towards.
actually make it happen.
By the way, Paimon hasn't seen Aoife or that cuckoo thesaurus yet.
Before the party, I heard he was planning on heading up that hill to pay respects to his ancestor. They're not back.
If he doesn't get back soon, all the best food's gonna be gone. Guess we've got no choice but to take the cake with us and go check on them.
Woohoo!
I really like
Yo,
Aoife.
Ancestor Man. Guess you're reunited with Antu already? I have a Kukasaur companion too, so I totally get how you must have felt. First time I saw this dude, he was out in the wild, being bullied by other Saurians because of his unusual appearance. He'd been pecked all over the
Why is
place,
there so much
bleeding from head to
bullying in
toe.
Natlan?
He barely made it. I gave him some meds, and from then on, he just stuck to me like glue.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, don't mention it, dude. Being on the road with me as a vet was never gonna be an easy gig. One time when we were treating a sick Saurian, Kakuku got infected too. He ran a high fever, and I searched everywhere for ingredient. If he hadn't recovered, I know I'd have felt the same guilt you did.
Like, I love how, you know, he's such a round boy.
Luckily, he managed to pull through, and he even stayed by my side, helping me ever since. He's a solid assistant, no question. So yeah, Kakuku, I'm the one who should...
Hey, don't mention it, dude.
Your medicine born of guilt? Don't sweat it. That way, no one else will ever have to feel the same guilt that you did ever again.
Like, can we go give him the cake? Yeah, that was extremely nice. Yeah, I need to go do this later. But yeah, this seems to be fighting challenge, and I don't know what this is, but you know, fighting challenges. But I'll get it done because I want my Ururum. But yeah, I'll do a few world quests. But yeah, this one down here has been bothering me a lot, so I want to do that one. Oh wait, I think I started this quest. Yeah, because I was trying to get Pyroculus from here, so I already started it. Which one is it? I think it's this one. I don't know what these are. I should probably do that too. But
The
I
most
really want to do
important part of going out to have
these.
fun is, well, going out.
Okay, if this
So
isn't
just show
voiced,
up
then
and
I'll
I'll
get
handle
rid
the
of the
rest.
voices. But yeah, I already started this one, so I want to do this one. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be voiced. And then depending on how long this is, I'll do another one. Yeah, the Night Kingdom. So yeah, I wonder how long this is. I wish these were voiced. But I can't fucking remember anything they say. But yeah, I'll do this one and then I'll do the other one at the hole because the hole has been very interesting and like I want to know what's down there, so gotta jump down. Let's go explore. I wonder. Oh yeah, because like I was searching for Pyroculus earlier. Because I wanted to get the next level, so yeah. I started at this one and came down here. I wonder if there's any more Pyroculus in here. Why the fuck am I getting a Steam invite? Like, I don't know, the Steam invite sound is so nostalgic, even though I didn't play much with Steam as a kid, you know, I was just playing League and Minecraft, but it's still, you know, very nostalgic. Like, yeah, my friends keep inviting me to play, like, CSGO and shit, but like, bro, when have I played that? Like, back in the day I used to play like one game of CS a year, but I haven't even played that in like 5 years or something. Just don't fuck with the game at all. Oh, what is that? I don't fuck with CS, it's not fun. And I don't fuck with Valorant either, I just fuck with Overwatch. Yeah, the light explosion, so yeah, we're gonna use this one, and we're gonna take this, and then we're gonna shoot it at that. Yep. Yeah, I really want Kinich. Oh yeah, so there's a Pyroculus. I'll come collect them later. Oh yeah, so this place has some, you know, exploring stuff, so I could have gotten more high percentage with this when I was trying to 100% the areas, but now that's not needed anymore, so now it's just extra. Is there anything I can pull? Like, girl, even if I wasn't playing Genshin right now, in the middle of this, you know, I would play CS. I wonder how we can get this. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. Oop. Didn't need to figure it out much later. Oh. Okay, I will try to avoid that Pyroculus. Managed to avoid it good. I just want to collect them in one go and I can, you know, mark them on the map. At least there's chests down here. But yeah, I might go watch my friends play CS later, if they still play. That's not good. Yeah, there's so much area down here. And now we're going even further down. I mean, that's cool and all that you can use those, but you know, I'll just surf. Thank you very much. I don't really know what we're looking for down here, but you know, I'll just go. Oh yeah, I can skate through with Mualani, can't I? I'm so glad we finally got a volcano. It isn't what I was expecting because I really wanted like dragon spine so that you could, you know, go inside the volcano and all, but you know, it's good enough for me. The changing environment is so cool. I was not expecting that. Get the lava level to rise. I saw a chest somewhere there. Can I just... Yeah, I can. I loved it. But I don't think we can just fill this place up with lava with the Saurians being here. Like, I don't know, there probably isn't much else to do here. They clearly want us to do it. Okay, we can't break it. What can we do? Yeah, because I'm not seeing much to do in here. Find a way to increase the liquid pulse. I mean, how about you know, give us a hint? Tell us what to do? Because currently I got nothing. But like the Saurians are here, so clearly they want us to do something with that. Wait, there's a pathway. That wasn't there before, I swear. I hate Moalani's ult and how it just misses. Yeah, I like how there's like all of the like Saurian thingies. And you know, hey, use these to come here, but you know, I'll just skate with my Mualani. Or like sort of. So we murdered a few Saurians, it seems. Flee quickly. And it lets me drop. Yippee! I don't know what these are, but you know, they seem to be important. Or are those, you know, the things the Mountain King eats? Okay, I guess they eat them? Okay, yeah, they're for the Mountain King. Yippee! And I even got an achievement. I need to start hunting for more achievements, but yeah. That's nice. That was a quick one. I'm very happy with that. But yeah, now I really want to do this one. Because I just want to know what's down there. Yeah, that was a nice and quick one. Yeah, I'm for sure doing this one. Because look at that hole. That looks cool. Oh, there's a luxurious chest there. Oh yeah, because like a chest kept being pinged down there. Well, I was trying to 100% the area. But yeah, look at that luxurious chest down there. Imagine when I get that. Which world quest should I do next if this one is also a short one? Hit it with all the might of a... Can I just do it with Shilonen? I cannot. Oh, I can. I could have done it with Shilonen, I just didn't see the HP bar. Yeah, I'm gonna do that with Shilonen, thank you very much. Like, love Thesaurians, but you know, Shilonen feels way better. And yeah, I really want to get Kinich because I don't like the way the green Saurians feel at all. They feel so annoying to use, so I want Kinich for that. So I don't really know what to do with my team then, because you know, Emily is just very useful for damage and then I need Tehia for Pyro. I guess I'll just kick... No, like, because Shilonen is also very useful. I don't know. Another achievement. Is this really this short? This can't be this short. Bird brain. I mean, like, we're getting, like, taking Mora from kids now? Well, that was really short. Well, this is a good day to complete them, but yeah, this is our true reward. Like, I can't believe there's a luxurious chest just laying around like that. Okay, who's next? So I could do this one. Oh, the crystal fly. I need to go do that first. But yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, 4 minutes ago. But I guess it doesn't really matter which ones I do as long as I do them. But I'm in the mood for a short ones now, but I don't know which ones are short. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, the one at the like Yar really bothers me, so I think I'll do that one and hope it's short. But yeah, because it's like right here. Then you know there was this quest right here, but I think I want to do this one when I do like this quest. I've just procrastinated that even more, but the event quest was already long, and I feel like those tribal quests are also pretty long, so I don't do both of them. I'll do it later, and then after I've done that, I can do more of world quests and be done with it. Who are we getting a package from? From Fontaine. The picture, dear Ludo and Paimon, it's been a while since you left Fontaine for not long. How have your travels been going? Word on the street says that they held a very special pilgrimage this time. I'd love to have a... Because the pilgrimage was just that special. Anyway, we wanted to think out there. Charlotte. Oh, that was fast. Oh, we got it as an item. That's nice. But I think that was that. Very fast. Okay. So where are... Oh yeah, this is from the event minigame, yeah. I don't want to do that one now. And I don't want to do this one either. I think I'll just go do this one then. And see what length that is. I feel like I've done a lot of the... I mean, I thought the one here would be a long quest, but it wasn't. Like, I genuinely thought it would be a super long one. But let's see like how long this one is. But yeah, I'm glad I'm able to clear these world quests now. It's been a long while. If only I could do the same for Fontaine. I can't there. Oh, it's more of the little look buddy quests. Just a while ago we did filming event. But I'm glad to see Bean around. I'm not gonna read all of that, I'm sorry. Wooden barrel, middle of the scene. Elemental bait. Wait, I already forgot what we're... Like, do we need to get it here or near here? Beanies are a film star. Oh well. Congratulations. Oh, that's cool. Go Bean, go. Yeah, these are really fast. And here I was procrastinating the shit out of them. Okay, is there more I can do? I mean, I can go, you know, here and do that, but I don't feel like doing that. Maybe I'll do this one then. But yeah, I don't think there's like... Oh, I need to get up there. I don't want to get up. I don't want to do that. Nope. No thank you. Maybe I'll just do this one then. I mean, it also doesn't sound like a long one. But yeah, because like there isn't a list with all of the world quests like other nations have. Because we have the tribal ones and not all of them are counted. Wait, that's it? That was all of it? Are you for real? Okay, I'm gonna look at the interactive map and look at all of the world quests they have listed there. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot. But I feel like I've done most of these. Except that one over here, but maybe I should do that one too. Just, you know, for funsies. But that was that one. I think I've done all of these. I need to do some proper research. Yeah, I've done that one, I've done that one, I've done those. Haven't done that one yet. Yeah, I think it's just... I guess I'll just go do this one then. No, because now I'm on a roll. Now this one ends up being a... So maybe I should Google quickly and see how long it would be. Okay, it seems to be a short one. Yeah, I'll do that one and then I'll call it a day. And then after this I'll, you know, go offline and figure out if I'm still missing some of the world quests. And then I'll put them on the map for next time. That seems to be the best plan. And then I'll do Chaska's tribe quest. And then along with that, I'll do the missing quests. If only I was this efficient with Fontaine. I don't know what's up with it. I have the power of meta new units on my side. Bean. I wish there was a list of world quests I was missing. Is there a lot of vets in the Flower Feather clan? Because like the vet in the past was from there, and you know, this girl is there, and we have Aoife now. They really like their vets. What if you just mix both of them? I'm Bean. But yeah, Natlan has grown on me on some level. I just wish there were some things they could have done better. He's all tuckered out. I think I'll give this one because you know, you want the Saurian to eat the medicine and enjoy it. And I also need to start achievement hunting, but now that I've done most of the world quests, I can probably see which ones I'm missing, and I feel like most of the achievements I'm missing are from world quests, so that way I can find which ones I'm missing. I don't even want to think about the things I'm missing in Fontaine, but I'll get it done at some point. And another achievement, yippee. But yeah. And I think we got some items. But yeah, I don't, because there isn't any other... There's that one high up here, but I don't feel like going there now. And I haven't marked off any other quests. And I think I did everything in here, at least everything that's marked here. So I feel like I've done most of it. And like, because usually the reputation system tells you all of the world quests, but you know, because we have the tribes, it doesn't really work like that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the one. I'm gonna do that later. It's just exploring the island. But yeah, because not all of them are marked here, so it's very hard to know what I'm missing. But I feel like I have most of it done and I can just check the achievements and also, yeah. But for now, that's all from me. Until next time.